Hi, in this sixth video on investment accounting, we are going to learn how to calculate profit or loss on sale of investment. This is a copyrighted video. Copy of this work, editing or re-editing of this video is an offensive act and legally punishable. Welcome you all. We have tried to develop short but detailed videos. Wherever it was not possible, we have shortened the length of the video by considering the quantum of contents. So kindly watch this video completely for better understanding and application. Let us start with an example or illustration. I have given two examples in this video. So I'm starting the first one. On 1st April 2019, Miss Sia holds 20,000 equity shares of rupees 10 each in HDFC Bank at a cost of rupees 2,50,000. On 1st July 2019, she bought 4,000 shares in HDFC Limited at a cost of rupees 62,000. On 1st March 2020, she sold 2,000 shares at rupees 15 per share. You are required to calculate profit or loss on sale of equity shares. To start with, we have to do some working note in form of schedules. I have designed this schedule to make the problem solution very simpler. The schedule is like this. The first column is the date column. Next column is a particular column. Next column is number of shares, number of debentures or number of securities. Next column is interest or dividend. Next column is for cost. Next column is for selling price. And the last column is for calculation of profit or loss. Now let us start with a chronological order. On 1st April 2019, Shia holds 20,000 equity shares and the total cost is rupees 2,50,000. We'll record as it is in the schedules we have designed. In the column of date, we will write the date, that is 1st April 2019. In the column of particular, since it is opening balance, we'll write the balance. We have 20,000 number of equity shares, so 20,000. There is no declaration of dividend and the cost given in the problem is rupees 2,50,000. There is no selling price and no profit, being there is no sales. The second transaction on 1st July 2019 is of purchase of 4,000 shares of the same company, same bank at a cost of rupees 62,000. So in a schedule we'll write 1st July 2019, it is purchase 4,000 shares. There is no declaration of dividend and the total cost of purchase is given in the problem rupees 62,000. Now, the third transaction on 1st March 2019, we have the transaction of sales of 2,000 shares at the rate of rupees 15 each. Now, before recording the transactions of investment sold, we'll take the total of number of shares we have with us up to this date. We'll take the total of total cost that we have incurred on these number of shares. So we have taken the total. Now we will start recording the investment sold on 1st March 2020. So in the date column we have recorded the date 1st March 2020. It is sales. So sold 2,000 shares. number of securities 2000 shares, and the selling price is 15 per share, 15 each. So 2000 multiplied by 15 is rupees 30,000 in the selling price column. Now here we have to find out the cost. To find out the cost, we know the formula. Total cost divided by total number of shares multiplied by number of shares sold. Total cost divided by total number of shares multiplied by number of shares sold. So total cost given rupees 3,12,000 divided by total number of shares 24,000. 3,12,000 divided by 24,000 multiplied by number of shares sold. So multiplied by 2,000. So answer is 26,000. So cost of investment sold, cost of shares sold is rupees 26,000. Now in the selling price we have 30,000. In the cost column we have 26,000. It means selling price is more, cost is less. It means we have earned profit of rupees 4,000. After recording the transactions of investment sold, let us find out the balance. 24,000 minus 2,000, 22,000 shares are in the balance. 3,12,000 minus 26,000. So total cost at the end is 2,86,000. Let us take another example. On 1st January 2020, Mr. Raja holds 25,000 equity shares of rupees 20 each in HDFC Limited at a cost of rupees 6 lakhs. On 1st February 2020, he bought 5,000 shares in HDFC Limited at a cost of rupees 1,50,000. On 1st March 2020, he sold 2,000 shares at rupees 20 each, and they are asking us to calculate profit or loss on sale of equity shares. Let us start with the schedule of details of investment as I have explained in the earlier example. Date column, particular column, number of shares, interest or dividend, cost column, selling price, and column for profit or loss. Chronologically, as per the dates, we will start recording. The first transaction is on 1st of January 2020, which is opening balance of 25,000 equity shares and the cost of which was rupees 6 lakhs. So in the date column, we'll write 1st January 2020. It is balance. Number of shares that Mr. Raja holds 25,000. There is no declaration of dividend and the cost is 6 lakhs. The second transaction on 1st February 2020 is of purchase of 5,000 shares at a cost of rupees 1,50,000. So in the date column, we'll write the date 1st February 2020. It is purchase 5,000 number of shares that Mr. Raja has purchased at a cost of rupees 1,50,000. The next transaction is of sales on 1st March 2020. 2,000 shares have been sold at the rate of rupees 20 each. But before recording the transaction of sales, we'll take the total of number of shares that we have, 25,000 plus 5,000, 30,000, and the cost that we have, that is the total of cost, 6 lakhs plus 1,50,000, 7,50,000. And then we'll record the transaction of sales on 1st March 2020. It is the number of shares sold, rupees 2,000 at a price of rupees 20 each, and therefore selling price becomes 40,000 that we have to record in the selling price column. Now it is very important to find out cost of sales. How to find out cost of sales? We know the formula, that is total cost divided by total number of shares multiplied by number of shares sold. Here the total cost is 7,50,000. So 7,50,000 divided by total number of shares 30,000 multiplied by number of shares sold 2,000. So answer is 50,000. It means in this transaction the cost of sale is 50,000 and the selling price is 40,000. It means we have incurred a loss of rupees 10,000. After sales, we'll find out the balance. 30,000 shares minus 2,000 shares sold, so balance is 28,000, and 7,50,000 was the total cost before sale. Cost of sale is 50,000, so 7,50,000 minus 50,000 is 7 lakhs. That is the end. I hope I made this calculation very simpler for you with the help of this schedule. Thank you all. Subscribe my channel if you have not subscribed yet and hit the bell icon. Happy learning to you all.